Now, I just did a video talking about the Uber Black income, and is it worth it to be an Uber Black car driver? However, I didn't really talk about the requirements, which, as you can imagine, is incredibly important if you want to be an Uber Black driver. So in this video, we're going to get into the Uber Black requirements. One thing I am going to say before I get into it is, remember, Uber Black is a tier above regular Uber. I'm not really going to talk about the Uber or the basic Uber requirements. I've already done a video about that, but keep in mind, Uber Black has all the normal Uber requirements plus these ones. Uber Black matches riders with top-rated drivers driving luxury vehicles for a higher price. Whether for a business meeting or special night out, riders rely on Uber Black for a 5-star experience. Keep that in mind, they are big on making sure that the experience the riders having is going to be an amazing one or a luxury one. Vehicle criteria, which we'll get into. Vehicles must be a qualifying Uber Black and or Uber Black SUV vehicle, have a black exterior, and have black leather or vegan leather interior. In addition, and now this is more for you, all people driving with Uber Black must maintain a 4.85 rating or above. In case you don't know, driver ratings are based on their most recent 500 rated trips. So they want to make sure that you're continuing to get high ratings. I've already done a video about ways to guarantee a 5-star rating when it comes to driving for Uber. I will link this below in the description if you want to check out that video. Now let's get into the more specific vehicle requirements, because this gets a little weird. Now we are on vehicle requirements for LA. Remember, different cities and states have different requirements. I'll explain that a little bit later in this video. This is important to keep in mind. It depends city to city. But overall, I'm going to go down here to Uber Black. This seems like to be the standard for most cities, and that is keep a star rating of 4.85 or higher, commercial insurance, and additional documentation or document required. Now here, in terms of the vehicle, 6-year-old vehicle or newer, so that's a lot newer compared to regular Uber. Black only when it comes to the exterior, interior, black leather or vegan leather only. Seat at least 4 passengers, no cosmetic damage or missing pieces, working windows, no visible stains, and operational AC. So the biggest thing I think is really the exterior and the interior they care a lot about when it comes to Uber Black. However now, if I go to here, this is for Boston now. When I go to Uber Black, it's the exact same, except 5-year-old vehicle or newer. Which is kind of weird. I feel like it'd almost be the opposite, because being here in LA, I feel like a lot more people are going to take an Uber Black or an Uber Black SUV. So it is interesting that they say that, when I feel like, if anything, in LA, I feel like they'd want the cars to be newer. But as you can see, that's a difference from city to city. Now, talking about Uber Black SUV specifically, all the same things as Uber Black regular, you just need to sit at least 6 passengers. Pretty standard. Same thing if I go down here to Uber Black SUV. Same thing. Now though, when I go to New York, all the requirements for the most part are the same, except one big thing. You can see here, all the requirements are the same, whether it's Uber Black or Uber Black SUV. However, let's go all the way up, is this. Not only do you have the minimum vehicle requirements that apply to any Uber, but you need the TLC insurance and plating. I talked about this when I talked about the New York requirements when it comes to being an Uber driver, because they're a lot different than other cities, and overall, your vehicle must have commercial insurance, TLC plates, and be affiliated with a base. You must be listed as an insured driver on the vehicle's insurance policy.